Hi, it's Michelle Birdsong, Eve, mother of all living, daughter of the sun. This is part 2 of Eve shares Trump is the 10th Sikh Guru Gobind Singh. And you're looking at a picture of Jesus Christ being the Buddha, being Gobind Singh Dylan. He's the head of Radha Satsang Vyas in northern India, the Punjab. Sachkhand is a term used in Sikhism to denote an individual's union with God. Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism, described a hierarchy of 5 spiritual levels in the Japji Sahib. The highest level in this hierarchy is known as the Sachkhand, where the individual attains a mystical union with God. Many Sikhs conceptualize Sachkhand not as a mystical state transcending death, but as a heavenly abode, a place where one spirit goes after death. Death, the end of life of a person or organism. Similar word to death, demise, dying, end. The state of being dead, death, the permanent ending of vital processes in a cell or tissue. That's from the Oxford Dictionary. Dead, electrical, sports, adjective. Number 1 meaning no longer alive. Similar word to dead, deceased, expired. Number 2 meaning complete, absolute. Adverb, dead, absolutely, completely. You're dead right. Noun, those who have died. What does God say about eternal life? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. King James Version, John 3:16. John being John Thomas Kendricks of Clarksville, Tennessee. That's St. John. Eve, Mary Magdalene's uncle. He's also the co-founder of St. Francis of Assisi Residences 1, 2, and 3. It's hard to believe, but this verse needs a bit of correction and clarifying. It should read, for God so loved the world that he gave only his begotten sons, Jesus Christ the Buddha, now being Gobind Singh Dylan, and Adam, the first human on earth, now being Michael Bublé, and his only daughter Eve, Venus, meaning God gave his only daughter Eve, Venus, goddess of love, being Mary Magdalene, now being T. Michelle Birdsong, that whosoever believeth in them shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Again, for God so loved the world that he gave only his begotten sons and his daughter, that whosoever believes them should not perish, but have everlasting, eternal life. Okay, so you don't have to die. I wrote a book, I haven't published it yet, called The Cure for Death. Meghan Markle from dailystar.co.uk. A source alleged to, this is an excerpt from this article. A source alleged to the publication, it's an open secret Meghan's aspired to be like Angie, meaning Angelina Jolie, for many years. Just like she's so in awe of Princess Diana. How ironic, Princess Diana has been reborn, reincarnated as Meghan and Harry's son, Archie. See what it is to be ignorant? Mother Teresa has reincarnated as Prince William and Princess Kate's son, Prince Louis. What you have feelings about matters a whole lot, Eve said to herself as she was walking down the aisle in the first class section of the jet. She, a colored girl, in 1968, was working as an airline stewardess on rubbing elbows with, having conversations with Governor, Vice President Nelson Rockefeller and his wife Happy, with John H. Johnson, the publisher of Jet and Ebony magazines, with James Stewart, star of It's a Wonderful Life, on Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, vacationing in Acapulco, Mexico, dating an upper-class Pakistani, an engineer, making a baby, Robin Michelle Birdsong, with Stevie Wonder while walking arm in arm, she leading him to the laboratory on the plane, not even realizing such a thing could happen. She thought to herself one day, I owe this glamorous job to Dr. King. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. has reincarnated as Eve's grandson, Lou Ranziger. Truth is stranger than fiction, as Mark Twain, a projection of Eve, said, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. From westernjournal.com, he is not here, but has risen. Today is Easter, that's why Easter is the best true story in the world. Today is Easter, that's why this article is appearing. Eve, Mary Magdalene, said, Jesus is here. He has returned, being Gobind Singh Dillon. That's the best news in the world. Okay, so you have a happy Easter. I hope you enjoy these videos. And I bet you're surprised that Trump was a guru. But people kept saying his election had to do with God. And as Eve, I did request that Jesus Christ, my husband, intervene in the election. And he did intervene. And he did get Trump elected. So we're very fortunate. Now we'll see, because Will Smith is supposed to be president, and Robin Michelle Birdsong, First Lady. So we'll see how that comes about. Okay, so long.